After achieving my goal of getting to 20 rep pull-ups, I've received many questions on how to improve pull-up strength. In this video, I will show you how to master the pull-up through 3 simple exercise progressions. The goal with this 3-step progression is to get you towards your first pull-up and help you progress even beyond that. Becoming stronger at pull-ups, I feel, has played an important role in the overall development of my pull muscles. Not only your back is involved in the pull-up, but also your grip gets trained quite well since you need to hold on to your own body weight. Your abs also need to stabilize you during the movement to prevent you from swinging all over the place. So the pull-up is a good overall strength builder. But without any further ado, let's get into the 3 exercise progressions. Before actually considering doing pull-ups, we first need to strengthen your overall pulling strength. The vertical pull movement you need to accomplish during a pull-up can also be trained via something like a lat pull-down. A good rule of thumb is to perform 6 to 8 rep sets of lat pull-down, which is a relatively high intensity. This is done so you can get used to pulling relatively heavy weights. Next to the lat pull-down, it is also useful to perform isometric holds. The pull-up is more than just a vertical pull exercise. You also need to be able to stabilize and hold up your own body weight. This is something you can practice with isometric holds. If an isometric hold at the top of a pull-up is currently too hard for you, you can start at a dead hang and progress to isometric holds as you become stronger with the lat pull-down. Once you're able to lat pull down about 60 to 70% of your own body weight, you generally are ready to move on to the next exercise progression. I would train the lat pull down and the isometric hold about 2 times per week, doing 3 to 4 sets of each. This second progression, we will shift away from the lat pull down and mostly focus on performing assisted pull-ups. The reason we are replacing the lat pull down with assisted pull-ups is simply because they are more specific to doing an actual bodyweight pull-up. Now that you can roughly pull down 60 to 70% of your body weight and have experience with stabilizing your body while hanging, you should be able to handle assisted pull-ups with resistance bands. If you train in a reasonably large gym, bands with varying degrees of resistance should be available. But if you don't have resistance bands in your gym, they're pretty inexpensive. With most online retailers, you can get a set of good resistance bands for around $20 or so. I suggest you perform the band assisted pull-up 2 or 3 times per week, doing 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps each time. Once you are down to the thinnest resistance band that you have available when doing assisted pull-ups and can do 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps, then it's time to level up to the next exercise progression. Now that you have built up quite a bit of pulling strength and are used to stabilizing your own body weight during a pull-up, you probably should be able to do anywhere from 1 to 3 pull-ups. This is good enough to train the pull-up reasonably well without any assistance from bands. But instead of stopping each set after a few repetitions, we add negative pull-ups directly at the end of each pull-up set in this progression. So the 4 sets of 4 to 6 rep assisted pull-ups will now be replaced by strict bodyweight pull-ups in combination with negative pull-ups. From there on, you simply continue training the pull-up and continue to increase the number of pull-ups you can do with your own body weight. Eventually, once you can do 10 rep pull-ups, you could even look into doing weighted pull-ups to continue challenging yourself. Now, to sum this entire video up, first you focus on becoming stronger on the lat pull down and isometric holds. Once you can lat pull down 60 to 70% of your body weight, you move to band assisted pull-ups. When the band assisted pull-ups become manageable, you can move to strict bodyweight pull-ups in combination with negative pull-ups. From there on, you basically continue increasing the number of pull-ups you can do until you reach 10 rep bodyweight pull-ups, after which you can look into doing weighted pull-ups. One point we haven't discussed yet in this video that is highly relevant for pull-ups is weight loss. One of the main reasons I've been able to increase my pull-up strength quite quickly was that I lost 10 to 15 pounds off my frame. If you currently have a lot of fat to lose, then shredding down and losing some body weight can help your pull-up tremendously, simply because you don't have to pull up as much weight anymore when you are lean. But all in all, I hope this video gives you a better idea on how I would approach getting your first pull-up and then progressing even beyond that. If you have any questions about the exercise progressions shown in this video, then feel free to leave a comment below. I'll get to you as soon as possible. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Like the video if you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one.